I am so sorry if you could hear the lawnmower outside, cutting the grass outside, so I'm so sorry if you can hear that. Like, I needed to film this video today. I don't plan my videos out. Just whenever like I feel this need to say something, I start filming. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Lately, I've been in a little bit of a slump. Last week or the week before that, I had a day where I just did not feel like going to the gym at all. And I still ended up going. Back was hurting. My whole routine was basically off. And then procrastination. And I was more on social media and more on my phone, which is something I don't like because I usually catch on to that. I was catching on to it, and I was aware that I was on my phone more and on social media more, and that's what ticked me off a little bit more at myself, because I was like, okay, now that you see that you're on social media a little bit more, why aren't you doing something about it? Yesterday, still in that bit of a slump. Mind you, I'm on my period. I just started it, so that goes with, you know what I'm saying. All my girls know what I'm talking about. Yesterday, I decided to turn it around again. I was like, okay, you can either sit here and complain and be like, I've been on my phone too much, I'm not getting enough done, stuff like that, or you can do something about it. I literally had a conversation with myself. And that's just something you have to do sometimes. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and you have to be like, you need to get it together. You need to get it together. No one else is gonna be like, you need to get it together. And no one else is gonna be able to get it together like you can yourself. Yesterday I grabbed my calendar, I grabbed my agenda, I grabbed my notebook and my planner and everything, and I planned out today. Today is usually a bit more busy because other things to do throughout the day. I was like, we're planning everything out and you're not gonna get on your phone until you get everything done. And that's what I did, and now we're here. It takes one thing to change your whole day around, your whole week around, your whole year around, but it depends on you to get it done. If I would have been like, you know what, I don't feel like getting up at 5 in the morning to go to the gym. I wanna, you know, eat before I go to the gym. Every single decision is so freaking important. Every single decision is so important. You just have to realize it, you know, when you're just going with emotion and you're not really paying attention, you're basically on autopilot. And that's what happens. We sometimes just get on our phones and then we complain. We're like, oh, I don't have enough time for this, I don't have enough time for this. But if you actually sit with yourself and you're like, okay, how do I spend my mornings? How do I spend my nights? You have to be able to look at every single little thing you're doing and be like, oh, I should probably take that out because it's not helping me in the morning, and I'm not able to have enough time in the morning to take care of myself. Guys, your mornings and how you spend your mornings and your nights are so important. And I'm telling you this because today I feel so much better because I decided to go to sleep at a good time last night and stay on off my phone like 2 hours or an hour before I was going to bed. I decided to write in my journal. It's a 5-minute journal. It's basically a gratitude journal. Is honestly great, amazing, because the main thing that made me really turn everything around, because assume that tomorrow we're going to wake up. Oh, I'll do this tomorrow. Oh, I'll do this like next week. I'll do this in a couple of hours. No. And a lot of us know this. It's like, oh, that's common sense. We're not going to be here forever. But we don't spend our time like that. We procrastinate and we waste a lot of time on things that don't matter and don't set us up for success. You know, we assume we're going to be here tomorrow, assume we're going to be here next year. But a lot of things can change. Honestly, when I think about a couple months ago, there's a lot of things that I'm like, dang, Chantel, like you could have just done it in that time. But I was too busy wasting my time on things that did not matter and thinking about things that did not matter, that weren't going to set me up for success, that weren't doing anything for me or my well-being. That's just because I had that mindset where I was like, exactly what I'm talking about, where I was like, oh, I'll have like next year to do it, I'll have next month to do it, I'll have the next day to do it, and it's always like next. But it's like, Chantel, guys, you don't know if you're gonna have, a lot of things can change, you know. I just think back on a couple months ago, there's so many things that have already changed in my life. There's honestly so many great things that have happened in my life, and a lot of things that, you know, were pretty hard that happened in my life. Well, for every single thing that has happened in my life has been a few moments where I wasn't paying enough attention. No, I ended up missing a few things that I could have fully learned from, that I'm just now learning. And this, what if there's no tomorrow? What if there's no next hour? There's people that are as young as, you know, 18 or 15 that have lost their lives, and you know, they probably thought that the next day they were gonna be here, but they're not, you know. And today I just was thinking so much about that, and I was just sitting there like, if I'm gonna be here tomorrow, you gotta look at every day like, I only have this 1 hour to do this, I only have this day to do this, and I'm going to complete it. And you gotta live each day like there's not gonna be a tomorrow, because we don't know if there's gonna be a tomorrow. I don't start with these small little things in my morning that set me up for success. I'm pushing, you know, my goals way back. There's this one quote I heard today on Jay Shetty's podcast with Ed Meyer, or Milet, I think his name is. Very, very powerful podcast. You guys should go check it out. I'll probably put the video up here. But he said, put it in my phone because it resonated with me so much. He said, comfort creates self-care, discomfort creates self-respect. And I honestly resonated so much with that, because there's been moments where I was like very like comfortable, very like, oh, everything's going so well, you know. And in those states of like comfort, those were the moments where I was not paying attention. Those were the moments where I was like, okay, everything's fine, you know, I don't have to do this today. But when everything started to catch up, I don't got time to waste. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna be over there because I don't have time to waste. I have this to do and I have this to do, and I'm not gonna waste my time over there. If you don't add to my life, I'm not gonna waste your time, my time with you, because I have family and I have people that I know care about me a lot, and I'd rather be with them. If you're not adding to my life, I'm not gonna go waste my time with you, because I could, you know, be doing something better with my life. I could be at the gym right now. I could be taking a walk right now. I could be writing my journal right now. I could be reading a great, fantastic book right now than wasting my time. And that goes for social media too. Many things are possible if you just pay attention and if you are still. So many things can happen. We love to pray to God and be like, please God, like please have this moment happen to me, or the universe, or you know, we're like, please help me make this moment happen. And we keep you know, asking him or the universe, please make this moment happen for me. But we still fail to see that we are not doing our part. God is doing his part, but you're still failing to see that you also have to do your part in your life in order to get to where you want to be. You know, like I said, people can tell you, do this, do that, you should do that, but if you are not taking responsibility for your life, you're not going to be able to change your life. You're not going to be able to change your health. Do you want to waste your life, or do you want to live the life that you want to live? And trust me, it's bound to happen if you actually take the time to pay attention and do things you need to do in order to get to where you want. Start focusing and creating, you're like, I don't care about the other stuff. I'm thinking about my goals and what I want to do with my life every single day. None of that, all in a race with ourselves. think of it as you on a racetrack, okay? In that racetrack, even if they don't know, they are racing against themselves. They're racing against themselves, because even if we don't want to admit it or not, we all want to live better lives and become the best versions of ourselves. And it's not about other people, it's about ourselves. It's about ourselves. And you know, what is it that you want to do with your life? What is it that what you want to do with your life? Only you know. And you can't keep depending on other people. Even if you have a partner, stop depending on other people. Take responsibility for your life. Do not depend on anybody. Yes, people can help you, and yes, please take help from others if you need it. You know, we can't do things alone, yes, but if you're not doing your part, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say this is because I needed to hear this at some point, and I'm so glad that I heard it. And I actually took that advice. I know things are just gonna keep getting better. Even if there are things that happen in my life that really shake me up, I know I'm always gonna come out 10 times stronger, because I'm always gonna choose to try the best I can. And I just want that for everybody else. I want everybody else to succeed in life. I don't care who you are. I want you to come out the best you can be. Because why not? Why make your life harder than it needs to be? So I hope you guys like this video. I'm just very thankful. I can be anywhere, and as long as I have my mind right, I have my family, I have people I know that love me, you know, and I'm doing things I love life. And honestly, I'm grateful to be here. And I'm gonna spend every moment like it's my last. You also know that you are important and you have a purpose in life, and whatever you have in mind, it's important. And please don't listen to other people and do what you want to do in life. And please get real about what you want to do. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.